Yo, what's up, everyone? Welcome to Spilling the Frijoles. My name is Jairo.
And I'm Brian.
And we are the Mexican Ways.
And we got Jay with us.
What's up, brother?
Should have
going
came in,
on?
fool.
Hey, you
How
guys
are
are
you,
spilling
dog?
the beans. I could smell a couple farts in here.
Yeah.
You know? Pedorros que son.
Hey, the one that spilled the bean was you, bro.
Hey, I really did though. Hey, don't tell nobody, bro. Come on.
That's it. Well, they know now, man. Yo, that shit was funny.
It's been a while, guys, since
Yeah.
we've seen our compa, Jay Mendoza. You don't understand, guys, ever since COVID. Dude, when was the last time we saw you?
Dude, I don't know. If I really think about it, I really don't know.
Yeah.
It
It's
might
been
have
a
been.
minute, though.
It might have been. Nah, not when we filmed Michael Myers, right?
Maybe. Bro, that's
Damn.
October last year.
Really?
Yeah.
Didn't we do a NASCAR, though? Didn't we
Did
go
we
to
do a
NASCAR?
birthday party
Oh, no. We went to the NASCAR race.
Yeah, right?
With-
That must have been the
we
last
went with Legend
in Fontana.
Remember?
this
In
year?
Fontana, yeah. No, last year.
Last year.
Yeah.
No, but I'm saying when we hung out. Wasn't it Chuy's birthday? I think that was the last time we actually saw
Chewy's
you.
birthday. Chewy's birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At Taco's
Right?
Way?
No.
No.
At that
The Chinese restaurant.
where
I mean,
you leave
the
stinking like barbecue.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
that was the last time we
Yeah,
saw
That
you.
was the last
So that
time.
was
but that
March.
wasn't. Yeah, but that wasn't really even hanging out though, because we were all just there and.
When was that? When's his birthday?
It was March, no? Isn't his birthday in March?
Yeah, I remember it was like COVID was barely
So it was
starting.
It was barely starting the whole COVID. Because I remember you cracking jokes like, "Oh, you have COVID. Like, be careful." Like you said.
Yeah,
For
I
real?
remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy,
It's
bro.
not a joke no more, guys.
Yeah. Then you were joking. I remember that.
I
That
gotta
was
put
fun.
my mask on. You know?
Well, look, for those of you who don't know, Jay Mendoza, he's a social media influencer. Is that how am I supposed to do your titles now, fool? For all influencers?
I don't even call myself an influencer anymore.
What do you call yourself?
A creator.
Okay, so
Creator.
Because we create
content-
videos. I feel like everybody thinks they're social media influencers now, especially during this Corona time. Everybody.
But you don't.
I'm a creator. I post about what's going on, social justice.
yeah,
I know.
I'm an influencer now,
you're an influencer now.
but I think I'm a creator. Yeah.
You're still okay. So creator / influencer.
Man, and you're one. I would call you like one of the one that's been doing it for a minute now, bro. Like
Hey,
as
bro,
far
I
as
was thinking-
Latinos go.
Yeah.
I was thinking the other
like
day.
top dogger up there.
I was like, how long have I been doing this shit for? Bro, it's about to be like 7 years.
7
That's
years.
dope. Professionally?
Is it what I'm
Professionally meaning like professionally like
I
when you
feel
first
like
got
I'm-
your paid gig.
Yeah, when did you feel like the business started for you?
when I got paid $35 for Badoo.
Okay.
So
You guys
was it-
remember Badoo?
It
No.
sounds familiar.
So Badoo was basically
Isn't that like a toilet thing or?
no. It was like a Tinder fool.
you're talking about?
Badoo. It was like a Tinder.
Oh, okay.
Is that a
Um,
bidet or something?
So basically, it was a dating app.
Okay.
And people used to the way they used to pay you was per 1,000 views.
okay.
So but this one was the first time they ever reached out. We're like, hey, we want to test your page. We'll offer you $35. And I was like, fuck, $35, fool. Hell yeah. I was like,
Looking down.
hell yeah, fucking dude, give me that shit, right?
Yeah.
And that was my first one ever, bro.
Yeah.
And then
Nice.
after that, it was like, dude, let's keep going and going and going. And next thing I knew, I had Ford, I had fucking Fanta.
But wait, I'm curious because I met you when it was What the Fuck Mexicans, WTF
Yeah,
Mexicans.
yeah.
That's when I met you.
That was when I was first playing. I still had a job when you met me.
Yeah.
Damn.
I still had a job. I was just trying. I was like, let me see if I.
Where
can
were you
grow.
working?
I was working for a guy named Peter Shukoff, who basically, I don't know if you guys ever seen, but it's called Epic Rap Battles of History. They have like 14 million subscribers on YouTube.
Okay.
So I was working for him. I was like his assistant. I was running his social media. I was doing his day-to-day stuff. Like I remember I used to go fucking cash his checks, fool, his YouTube checks.
Yeah.
100,000, fool.
Wow.
And that's when I was like, damn.
There's
Can
that
I do
YouTube
this
money,
shit?
huh?
Hell yeah. So that's when I started. I did that theme. And then I remember at that time it was huge to have a theme. Like,
Yeah.
So I was fucking stealing fucking memes and shit like that. And then and finally I was like, well, let me take these memes and try to see if I can make it a video. Because remember that's when they announced 15 seconds.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, well, I don't want to be what the fuck Mexican, like,
Yeah.
so I just changed it to my name.
Nice.
Yeah. And that's how it all got started.
That's funny, bro. I remember that, dude. I
Yeah.
remember when I met you as WTF Mexicans.
Yeah.
That's just it's crazy how dude, that was like what? Was that 7 years ago?
Yeah.
7 years. So we've known you. I know we've known you for a long time, and
Yeah.
I honestly like you've become a real good friend
Yeah.
of mine, dog. And I appreciate everything you've done
It's
for
crazy.
us.
We've been watching each other.
Yeah,
we're
bro.
Even having kids, even though
Yup.
Jairo.
Yeah, I was late to the
Miss you.
party.
Yeah.
I'm
But
late.
hey, we'll continue right now, man, because that's dope, man. It's
Yeah.
like catching up and seeing what you're doing, what you've been up to, bro. There's more of that coming, guys. But for now, let's see, Fabian, what you got for us.
You guys ready for the news today?
Yeah,
go.
the MG News.
Do you guys have your mask with you, by any chance?
Dude, I got it right
This
here.
fool came prepared. Mine's right here, yeah.
Oh, so it
I
looks
can't
like
put it
Heidel.
over the fucking headphones, but I got it right here.
It's because your mask is so small, bro. It fucks this fool's ears up.
It's right here, bro.
You know, I'm gonna buy the thermometer thing so that we all just check each other every time. Before
And does
we
that
come
shit
in.
really work?
It does. It's actually.
But then
really
it just
good.
says if
But
you
I-
have a fever or not.
Yeah.
That
and
doesn't
that's
mean
all-
you have corona.
Correct. So it's just that, but they don't want to. Supposedly, obviously, one of the biggest factors is a fever, so they don't want to risk it.
Yeah, but you could also have it and not have any symptoms.
Yeah,
Yes, that is
So
correct.
you could have it right now,
and you don't even know.
exactly.
and you just gave it to me.
Pretty much.
Chingus.
Well, the reason why I was asking you about your mask, so
I
it looks
bet.
like Heidel's going to get fined because the LA sheriffs are going to start finding people if they don't wear their mask, like in public. And
Damn,
it's happening
dude,
right now.
Crazy.
In Santa Monica, West Hollywood, and Beverly Hills.
How much
All
do you
the
know?
bougie
$300.
All the
Damn.
Karens, fool. They want to get all the Karens right now, bro. They're-
Yo, this mask thing has become like a crazy issue lately.
Yeah.
Like about,
Yeah.
I would say like a week now, where it's like people don't want to wear their mask. How do you feel about that whole shit, bro?
I mean, to be honest, I haven't really been going outside of the house, so like I don't. But every time I do go outside, my wife makes sure.
Wear your mask.
¿Tienes tu máscara? Where's your mask? Like, even here, I'm probably gonna get.
Chef for it because you recorded without a mask.
I got my mask on. But yeah, I mean, I've been wearing my mask. For me, it's like we don't know if we have it, bro. Like,
But the thing that the Karens, or I don't really want to call them
Yeah.
Karens, but the people that are against it saying
Yeah.
like it doesn't do shit for you, and it's true. Like if you go to the CDC
Yeah.
or the FDA and all that shit, it says like masks really don't. It
but
can help.
I think it gives you a peace of mind though. Like, and I think it's almost like you know how like when you go to a party and you show up empty-handed,
Uh-huh.
how that feels.
Yeah, yeah.
And then when you actually show up with a couple beers,
Right.
and you're like, I could brought this to the party. I feel like that's how it feels. Where it's like, if I have my mask on, I'm respecting your
Yeah,
living
that's
The way you
situation.
feel
Yeah,
about
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
situation.
Yeah, it's
Where if
being-
I don't show up, I feel like you just don't give a fuck.
Gotcha.
Got
what I'm
it.
saying?
Yeah, no, I agree with
Especially
that.
if there's kids around. Like I know some people don't have kids, like Jairo. We're hoping he has some kids soon. But if you show up without a mask, my automatic thought is like, I know you don't care. I know you don't have kids, but I have kids.
Yeah.
Right.
And if you give it to me, I'm spreading it to my family.
Yeah.
And
And obviously, because
Yeah.
this affects more of the young ones, the youngs, newborns,
or
and also,
older,
like, older, older
older
crowd
people.
too.
Yeah,
I think you're right though. I think the point is whether it helps or it doesn't, it's a courteous thing.
yeah, yeah,
And the one I say, it's like rules, bro.
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
rules are fucking rules.
yeah.
Like if the government, hire like a higher person saying like,
Yeah.
don't wear a fucking mask. Don't wear a fucking
Yeah.
mask. That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Listen to the
And-
rules.
And can it help? Probably. I mean, if you got a cough, I mean, I would hope some of it is staying right here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would
You
say
know?
that's the way I'm seeing it. The way
Yeah.
I'm seeing it is like, okay, fine. Yeah, you can catch it, but let's talk about the ones that are already sick and they're coughing, or the ones that don't cover their mouth when they
Yeah.
sneeze or stuff
There's
like
some
that.
people that don't care.
I feel like that helps. It helps, like it covers it already.
Yeah.
You know, like maybe not all of it, but something.
But then again, I remember getting on planes, and I used to make fun of Asian people
With masks.
with masks. I used to be like, why do you have masks on?
Now it all makes
Nah,
sense.
that's
and
funny,
shit.
huh?
And now it all makes sense why.
It's because they already knew it was coming,
Bro,
bro.
I used to go to this laundromat.
Dun, dun, dun.
I'm not gonna lie, this lady, I would go to a public laundromat, and this chinita, bro, she used to fucking always. I would get there, dude. No joke, bro. She used to have a whole, whatever the thing you call the fucking Clorox wipes.
Yeah.
Y limpiaba todo, güey. Limpiaba, till she finally put her clothes in there.
Damn.
But she would not put her clothes without cleaning the whole thing.
And you used to thought that was weird.
Dude, I used to make fun of her.
Yeah.
It's like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
yeah.
But now I understand.
Yeah.
Because there's so many germs.
There's
and-
crazy
It is. There's a
germophobic
lot
people
of
out
germs,
there.
bro. It's a lot of germs.
It's crazy.
And yeah, I mean, we've already talked about it. Like this is a thing that I hope people change for the good. You know,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
it's like we'll
I
see.
think it's good, man. People are cleaning more. I mean,
Yeah.
we were so used to touching a bunch of stuff. Even
you
like
know what? I
the
feel
monkey
like-
bars. Imagine the
Yeah.
monkey bars growing up.
Imagine those places,
Yeah.
the playgrounds and shit. Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Suciedad.
You got something else for us, Fabian?
have you guys heard about the Vanessa Guillen story?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
So yeah, she was beaten to death with a hammer in the armory room, and her family believes that pretty much that she was gonna report sexual harassment on some guy named David Robertson, and the day after she was pronounced dead.
Damn.
So that's what's going on with that.
Wow.
Well, the thing is they haven't really like they more than likely
So
it's
I
her.
feel like a lot of it is speculation.
What do you mean?
There's not really. I don't know. For me, it's like, what's the coincidence? I mean, I saw it from the beginning
Yeah.
to all the way now. But now when I see the pictures, what's the coincidence that they're blaming a black guy?
Oh fuck.
You know what I'm saying?
But
I
the
see
thing
what
is,
you're saying.
okay, well I'm gonna add to it.
Oh, shit.
So he was a suspect, and the police actually said it on the news that the police actually were going to go arrest him, and he had actually a weapon with him, and he killed himself with the weapon in front of the police. So he was a suspect. So that's what they thinking that he's the one who killed her.
And then they said that her best friend, who was on the
Base?
base with her, she died from a car accident.
What the fuck?
So it's like, what's going on? What's really going on?
There's more to it.
Yeah, I feel like it's almost like a movie.
That's crazy.
Wow, that
Yeah.
is crazy.
So I mean, but I also think that a lot of people, a lot of women, are gonna come out about a lot of.
Oh yeah, but
sexual
they already
abuse.
did. They did like not too long ago. There was a hashtag that started like I am Vanessa
Yeah.
whatever. Guillen, it's hard to say her last name, and it was like, fuck, dude. Like just seeing the stories that people were posting
Yeah.
was like, damn. So yeah, it's like you're right. A lot of people are gonna come out now, and it makes sense
crazy,
because
bro.
you know I played football and
Yeah.
I know how like those locker rooms are.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
they
yeah.
say the locker room
Yeah,
talks
yeah.
and shit. And if like there used to be, I remember when I played football my freshman year. So my freshman year, what do you call that fucking football? Like
JV.
JV, yeah, JV. Fool, like there was a girl on our team, and I just remember like it was crazy just seeing the way she got treated, and it was nuts, fool. You know, I was just like, dude, like I remember thinking like I wouldn't want my daughter to fucking play football with a bunch of
And
men.
I was just about to say that because now that I have a daughter, I feel like before I used to feel like that's not true, but now that I have a daughter, it's like fuck, like they're easy targets, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah, back to Vanessa, man.
it's
I mean, I don't even know how it would feel as a parent, man. Like, imagine you send your
crazy.
kid to the military to get structure, to learn discipline, and just to go get sexually assaulted. And I mean, I feel like in the military, there's a lot of strength, macho-ness.
Yeah.
Of like, yo, you got to be this way. And then I feel like if they start abusing you, like, who do you even tell?
yeah.
Because they're like, oh, you're a liar. You're just being
Yeah, and like
PUSSY.
that's what I'm saying. Like I
Yeah.
can see that happening. Like if she legit feels a type of way, I can see that her like maybe her superiors would be like, yo, like
Yeah.
you can't like fucking
You're a
do something
liar,
about it. Yeah.
Or they don't want to believe it. You're a liar.
Yeah,
Like,
you're
oh, he's the
lying.
commander in chief. Like, he would never do that.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, shit.
So something really needs to be done there, and I
Yeah.
really hope the best for that family. And
Yeah, no
Hado and
prayers.
we put her GoFundMe on our bio, right?
Yeah, you can
So
go.
if you guys want to help out that family, it's there on our bio, guys. Because I mean, someone's life was lost, and it's someone's, like you said, daughter, and that shit just is unimaginable. So
Yeah,
big
prayers.
prayers to you guys, and
Yeah.
we're here for you guys for
Definitely.
sure. But let's go ahead and get back. I think we'll go into a break, and then we'll start asking this guy some questions.
Yeah, so we kind of like have some questions for you, based upon your life, how you started, and everything like that, and just like rumors.
Okay.
Dang.
We hear some rumors,
Yeah.
and I think stuff that your fans want to know about you,
Yeah.
that
sure.
you probably never really spoke about, and I think you should speak about it here. You're
Get
gonna
it.
you're gonna spill the frijoles with us.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
We'll be back, guys. Hey, what's up, guys? Thank you for tuning in to Spilling the Frijoles today. Just want to give a big thanks to all of you guys. Hey, if you guys haven't seen the visuals of this podcast, don't forget you can always watch it on YouTube. Also, you can hear our podcast on Spotify, Apple Music, Pandora, Google Play, iHeartRadio, all that good stuff, guys.
And also, don't forget to follow us on our platforms. We are on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, you name it. We're there at MexicanGueys.
Y no se les olvide that we have our website, MexicanWays.net, where you can get all this information, and we have our merchandise también. If you guys want una camiseta or whatever you guys want, it's all in there, guys. Thank you guys. Like always, feel free to message us. Feel free to do whatever, guys. We're here for you guys.
And like Brian said, guys, thank you for the love and support. And now, let's get back to spilling the frijoles. And we're back!
Ay, güey,
Damn. Usually, dude, we would take a
ears hurt.
right. Usually, we'll take a shot, bro.
A shot.
But it's early, man.
Yeah, it's early, and I've actually been on my workout tip, bro.
Good, man. That's good. I've been seeing that. So every day,
Monday through Saturday. Like right now,
damn,
all
that's
my
pretty
homies
good.
are working out right now as we speak, so I'm missing out. Yeah,
6 days. Well, thank
6
you for
days
being
a week.
here.
Yeah.
For sure, man. Though, thank you for being here, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
especially
honestly,
with
bro.
this
I know it's
time.
been a while. I kept saying, "Yeah, let's do it, let's do it."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then COVID hit, and
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I thought you were just like you didn't
cool.
care about us.
now we just had to build it up. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to save the best for last. So
Yeah, man. That's,
So
thank you, though.
We've been seeing what you're doing right now. Like obviously we follow you, so we know what you've been doing. But kind of like you're doing some car stuff, no? Some
So
car
you got
work?
the chassis for a Nova.
no, not a Nova, bro. It's a 1962 Impala.
Oh, that's right. That's right. The
And it's a
Impala.
rag. So
Damn.
growing up, man, I used to love lowriders. I just never thought I could afford one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you guys know, but lowriding could get expensive, bro.
Yeah.
Especially now. Like for some reasons, all these, I mean, we're used to seeing Dr. Dre, Snoop, and all these people hitting switches like, bah, bah,
Yeah.
and that was the cool thing, right? But I never realized how much these cars were worth.
Yeah.
I mean, at that time, they were probably worth, I don't know, $25,000, $30,000. So now these cars have doubled.
Damn.
Really?
You could get, so what they call a rag is a convertible, and a hardtop is with the hardtop, right? A hardtop right now with switches or just like all original, you could get like $45,000.
Yeah.
A rag, dude. But this is fully restored, not just a piece of crap,
Yeah.
But a rag right now, 70, 80.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
I seen a 62 like my car sold right now in Texas, and it wasn't on switches; it's on airbags. So basically,
Okay.
like how Daniel Suarez has his bugs.
Right.
Yeah.
Bro, he's selling it for $110,000.
Jesus. Fully
Yeah.
loaded, kind of, just on airbags?
Yeah, on airbags.
Damn.
That's dope.
Convertible, and it's I don't know, man. I've kind of been excited. As right now, I just have literally what they call cascaron.
Yeah.
But I'm excited, man. My car's gonna go into paint.
How long do you think it's the road?
Well, I mean, I just found out paint's probably gonna be like 3 months, but he's hooking me up.
Okay.
A paint job could go anywhere for up to $15,000,
Damn.
and I'm hoping not to pay anything.
Wow.
Yeah. So I imagine I paid $22,000 for mine, and the whole frame is already done. That is an easy $15K, and then paint another $15K. An engine. Now you got to see if you want to. Right now I have I think it's a 409 in there.
Okay.
But if you want to go older engine, or do you want to go LS, which Camaros and trucks have now.
Right.
That's another 5-10 racks, depending where you want to take it. And then you got to do interior.
So it's gonna be almost like $100,000 car.
Nah, I mean, once I'm done, I'm praying. I spend another $30,000 into it, so it'll put me like at $60,000.
How much are switches?
Switch, I don't know, because I don't want switches.
Oh, you don't? You're
nah,
not going to put...
No. I want to go low ride. I just want to have airbags, and because dude, driving on those fucking 13-inch wheels, that just sucks, bro. And dude, driving on the freeway, your booty hole is like this, fool. You're just squeezing like, oh fuck, oh, it's not a good ride, bro.
Okay.
It's fun to hit switches, but it's like anything else. You hit switches, and then after a while, guess what? You're over it, right?
Yeah.
I want to be able to cruise my car, go to San Diego, go to anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, drive that motherfucker.
Okay, so you're trying to drive this shit.
Yeah. I want to feel the power. I want to.
You don't just want it to be there in the garage, show it off.
No. I want to
Like
drive
a
this
magazine
motherfucker.
cover.
Nice.
I want to drive this shit.
That's dope.
You guys
dog.
into cars?
Yeah, dude, honestly, like you
think he
doing
is.
that, I was like, I'd be so down to do. But you know what? Which one I like? I think it's a 63. It's Monte Carlo, the one that Training Day.
Yeah, Monte Carlos are dope.
The Training Day one.
Yeah.
I would love that, bro.
I'm really into cars. I'll drive
Pinche Toyota Corolla, güey.
or
I
Yaris.
don't know.
Let's go.
Yaris.
On switches and shit. Nah, man, dude, but that's awesome. That's gonna be
Yeah.
a cool thing to see you
It's
go
gonna be
through.
fun, man.
I'm excited to ride it when it's done too.
Hey, we're gonna go cruising.
Invite us, bro.
Let's do it,
Invite
bro.
us.
Yeah.
We'll wear masks, fool.
Also, you're a new homeowner, bro, right?
Yeah, fool.
Dude, it's
Well, not
Congrats.
really new. How long has it been
Dude,
now?
actually, on the 2nd, which was yesterday,
Yeah.
it's my 1-year anniversary of owning
Yeah,
a
So it's
home.
been a year. Yeah,
fool.
congrats on
There
that.
you go.
So-
Clap.
Yeah,
Clap for
that's
that.
dope, dude.
So my goal is to live there one more year, and if the market doesn't crash or if the market's still doing well, I'm gonna refinance in a couple of days right now
Mm-hmm.
to lower my payments, and then my 2nd year, take out the equity, go buy another one, So I hope to rent this house out in a year
Yeah.
or Airbnb it, and then go get another one.
So it's not your. So just to be specific, this is not your dream house.
No. I mean, my parents always taught me that you don't buy your dream house right off the bang. You kind of start with the old decent one,
That's good.
then you get another one, and then you get another one, and then until you finally get to where you want to be.
Get it where you
Nice.
want.
Yeah.
And then also at the same time, you like your wife. You told her that's it. I don't want you working. No
Dude,
more.
I told
Oh.
dude, it was crazy.
I didn't even know this.
So my wife,
He told me. I remember that was.
my wife works for a lung specialist. So COVID.
Oh shit.
You know, she quit in January. When did COVID hit? March, April?
March.
Yeah.
Dude, and then she just found out that the girl that took over her position,
They let her go. Or
She
something?
got
no,
it?
she got it.
You're lying.
No, and then imagine too, like
That's
okay,
crazy,
She
bro.
quit her job, but then my kids stopped going to school.
Right. Yeah.
So
oh,
he-
everything. Yeah, you're right.
Dude, everything's based off Zoom calls, everything. Who was gonna take my
Yeah,
kids to school on
100%.
the computer?
Yeah.
I mean, I can't do it.
So it just worked out kind of for you.
It just
yeah.
worked out, man. It was crazy. It was
That's awesome. And that I'm sure. How'd you feel about that? Were you like weird at first? Or like, damn, I gotta be with my, or you
Should I-
wanted that?
to be honest, this whole thing has helped me. Like, I was just saying, even when I was vlogging this morning, I was like, yo, I was such a human being of being out,
Yeah.
being social and finding distractions
Yeah.
to go do something. And now I actually have to sentarme, güey. Like, yo, I haven't sat down like this in a long time.
Yeah.
But it's a good thing. I mean, at first it's kind of like, fuck, I got to be around my wife 24/7. Got to be around my kids. Dude, it's almost a scary feeling because you're not used to that. You know, we're
Yeah.
used to moving, going to work, coming back,
Yeah.
sitting for dinner, and go to sleep, and next day.
Yeah.
Right? But now it's like, hi, hi, hi,
Yeah.
hi, hi.
Every day.
So
you're saying
every day, bro. So I mean, it's worked on my relationship. I'm pretty sure a lot of relationships out there
Are getting tested.
bro.
yeah,
Divorce.
but-
I heard divorce rate is up right now.
Really?
Oh yeah, it's at all
I
time
would
high.
assume so. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
that's crazy though, man. It's crazy how
It's
people can
nuts,
be like
bro.
that.
So
I guess it really tests your relationship, like
Yeah.
being at home with your significant other every day. It's like, what do you guys do?
yeah,
Especially because now you're like,
like what do you do? Fool?
like, what do you do? You want to watch movies?
dude? Yeah, I mean, you could only watch so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's been interesting.
Yeah.
That's
Been
cool.
interesting.
I mean,
That's
as long as you guys are still together. And
I mean, I think the key to it is just have a lot of sex, bro. You know, just bang it out, fool. So you get
Careful
tired.
with
You
the
get tired.
kids, though.
Oh, I'm going to sleep, bro.
Dang, careful with the kids, though. man.
yeah, we might not have another one. Maybe,
No,
you know?
chingue su madre. I'm good, bro.
That's hilarious, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, I just saw you posted. I think it was like yesterday. You were doing a thing like supporting local street vendors. That was dope.
Oh man, dude. To me, so it's crazy to say that. Like, even to talk about this topic because I've been seeing it, man.
Yeah.
And it's fucked up because it's a lot of like it could be our parents.
Yeah.
Like I know me, like my mom growing up, she every holiday she used to sell flowers. So like, you know, Mother's Day, Valentine's Day,
Mhm.
and then I grew up in the church, so every day at the church she used to sell flowers too. And then, you know, she used to get like new clothes from like the Goodwill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know how they drop off new
Yeah.
shit? She would grab that and then she
Yeah.
used to sell at the church. So for me, it really touched home because it was like, damn, that could be my mom.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
my mom used to be like at a corner at a fucking gas stations, or she used to pull up in her van and just have everything in the back. And it was like, fuck, man, like why are they doing this? Because you know, I saw my mom like it was a hustle. And imagine these paleteros, these people that sell elote and all this fruta, like that's their grind.
Yeah.
And sometimes they don't. The crazy part is they don't even own that cart. They
rent it or
'em,
something,
bro.
right?
Yeah.
They rent them, and they got to front their money to buy the ice cream to resell it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And imagine now you're jacking them, so they got to go back to this cart, put it back.
Yeah. No, it's crazy, man.
Yeah.
It's really crazy. And what do you think about like people that are like posting this up and saying like, oh, the black people, like, you know, basically blaming a race
Yeah.
instead of calling them like criminals? They're
Yeah,
saying like, it's the black people. You see, why do we support them? Blah,
Yeah,
blah.
yeah,
What do
yeah.
you think about all that?
I think about this all the time because it's a hard topic to talk about because
Yeah.
there's a lot of Hispanic or Latinos that they don't like black people,
Mhm.
And I had some guy tell me the other day. He was like, "Oh, why do you have that nigga hair?" And I'm like, because I have braids sometimes, and I was like, I didn't know how to react because at the same time I was like, bro, like what? Why are you saying this? Like, so my first response is like, F you.
Yeah.
Why are you saying this? But I responded back and I was like, why do you say that? And he's like, oh, well, only black dudes wear braids. And it's like, okay, but what's wrong with that? I was like, you wear Yeezys, you try to be like Snoop, you listen to their music, everything about their culture, you listen to it, you do it. So does that make you a wannabe too? And then he was like, nah. He was like, fuck black people because when I was in, I think he said in the 10th grade, I got jumped by them. Okay, and then I was like, oh, there it is. So I was like, so basically, because you got jumped by black people, now you're saying all black people are like those people that jumped you.
Yeah.
Which I've been jumped by black people. I've gotten in a fight with Latinos. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying fuck Latinos. I'm not saying fuck black people.
Right.
So I feel like a lot of us have a lot of hate towards the black community because of certain people. But I think every community has bad seeds.
Yeah. I think you're totally right, dude. And it's just crazy seeing that. And it does suck, bro, because like we get DM'd a lot, bro. Like, saying like, yo, like you guys should be posting about this. Like this shit's fucked up.
Yeah.
And the thing that I say to those people is like, look, how do I support this local street vendors? Like we grew up in fucking Sun Valley, bro. Elotero passes every day. The ding, ding, ding. I miss it now that I don't live with my parents anymore. And what we have to say about that, guys, is pretty much me and Heido don't want to support or not. It's not. We don't want to like kind of show that like it start a race war. It's like we support the local street vendors. We're gonna support the family. We're gonna support that GoFundMe. But like we don't want to show something where. Because at the end of the day, guys, it's not a race thing. It's not like, oh, look, these black guys are jumping these Mexicans. No, it's these people that are like fucking criminals or that are bad people. Yeah. Aside from the fucking race, they're just, they're pieces of shit. It's what they are. Yeah. I don't care what color they are. It doesn't matter to us. These guys were pieces of shit attacking our peeps. You get what I'm saying? And it's like, even our peeps is like, these fools are doing crime. So we don't want to fucking don't make it a race thing. Just make it more like these guys are these whack people over here are doing shit.
And just to touch on it, it's a perfect example of like the first Raspado guy, it was a white person that tilt over the
I remember that
thing. Yeah. And no one started saying like, oh, white people are like, it's just like that's a bad person, he's a piece of shit.
Yeah, that's very true. Then they were saying like, fuck this guy. It was never about race. It was more like fuck this guy.
But I guess now because it's been consecutive times that it's black people, they're kind of like
they're trying to pinpoint it now.
Yeah, but I tell everybody,
that's wrong.
That's what the white people want us to do, to fight one another, because then now look at the minorities, look at them, looking stupid, which is like, dude, it's not really what should be happening. But I did see where people wanted like YG, Snoop, to come out and say something, which I kind of get that because even me growing up, I wanted to be like Snoop, I wanted to be like like. That like cool dude that, what I'm saying? It was just, that's what we saw growing up. So it was cool. So imagine how many people look up to Snoop or YG. And then recently Snoop's been doing music with Mexican artists. Yeah. Or you got YG who doing Go Loco and he's using our people, right?
I guess the question is Snoop knowing about these events though?
Well, I mean,
how involved is he?
A whole lot.
He got tagged a lot for that first one. The first
when
one.
Jimmy,
I remember. Yeah, when Jimmy. Yeah, Jimmy tagged him.
Which I think I get where Jimmy was coming from, where he was like, he just wants you to reshare a story because a lot of people look up to him. Mm-hmm. I mean, Snoop, compared to us, is nowhere even close. This is like a guy that everybody, wherever you go.
Almost everybody knows
him.
If
I go somewhere and I go, Jay Mendoza is, they're probably going to say no.
Yeah.
So probably going to say, like, yeah. Do you know MexicanGueys? No. Do you know MexicanGueys? Yeah. But if you say Snoop Dogg, oh, yeah.
Everyone knows.
Everybody knows.
Even Japan people.
Yeah, exactly. So I think his whole thing is to just show, like, yo.
Like, hey, just speak up. Like, show support to your street vendors.
Yeah. And which he actually did, though, recently. Because he posted, like, a picture of, with the Vanessa situation. And he posted, it was like brown and black love. Like, it was like a black person and a brown person. With their hands up. So it was pretty dope. I mean, that's the thing. We're doing changes for the better.
He's doing his part, too, which is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's just crazy. Like, I think, like Brian said it well said, it's like, at the end of the day, this is just bad people.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter what race you are or anything. Don't make it about that, because you start that.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing that you start the whole racist thing again.
Yeah.
Then people will be like, oh, now I have a reason why I wouldn't want. I know why black people are the way they are, or why Latinos are the way. You started. I don't get away from that.
Just be a little bit more like educated, guys.
Yeah.
You can't fucking hold one person accountable for a whole race.
And you also got to think about how many people are jobless right now.
Yeah, that's more important, bro. I mean, that's
people
crazy.
don't have no money, so they're just trying to figure out how they make their money. And if it was the elotero man that was the most vulnerable in their eye, what's the elotero man gonna do?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I get that.
It's a rough situation, but I mean, I hope you know what I'm saying, these Snoops and YGs and other people like ourselves spreading the word, like, yo, man, like, street vendors are good people.
Yeah,
they're just trying to make a living.
For sure.
It stores in their mind that, yo, stop fucking with that.
So just to touch on this subject real quick, and just a quick question, because we asked it on our last podcast. I'm curious, because just to hear what you said, do you think people are going to change? Do you think it? Do you see it? Or do you think we'll be long gone before we actually see big change?
I think we're going to change for the long run, for sure. Okay. Even for myself, it's forced me to look in the mirror and notice that I was gordo, dog. You know,
so like, you're trying to change.
It's just so I'm trying to change. But
I get what you're saying. But as far as like
even in general, bro, like I've realized that, like, yo, like, there's no distractions right now. You can't just say, oh, I'm gonna go to Daddy Yankee concert. Oh, we're gonna go have dinner.
Yeah.
Oh, there's no distraction. So it's forcing people to look at each other in the fucking face and look at the fucking mirror and be like, yo, what's wrong with me? Or why did I think that? Or why am I doing this? Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's forcing us to really work on ourselves. So I think it's a good thing, because I mean, look at all the stuff that's coming out of it.
Yeah.
You know, Black Lives Matter. Does that really happen with all this happening?
Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't think so. It would have been like another thing.
It would have been another.
They fought it, like the Rodney King thing. They fought it. They protested. The next week, basketball's back, baseball's back, football's back. And guess what? Those protesters, they weren't as valuable as they are now.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess it's a bigger thing now, because like what you said, a lot of people are home.
Yeah.
So social media is like playing a big part of just anything that's
going on. And if
going
you think about it right now, our videos aren't going viral.
Yeah.
What's going viral is the real topics, which, you know, it's like the army, the military, Black Lives Matter, which is good. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're just trying to bring joy to people, which I want to ask you guys this. How do you guys feel posting comedy during this time?
You know what? It's a great fucking question, fool. And it helped. One person that made me see it, like, yeah, it's fucking dope, was Eugenio Derbez. Yeah. We posted about that. Like, he said he fucking did a beautiful post, fool, where he's like, you know, a lot of people say, like, it's not the right time to do comedy, but I beg to defer. I think it's the best time to do comedy. Because a lot of people are fucking depressed and sad, and they look up to people like us. So, you know what? Anyone telling me this, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna keep doing comedy. And I just think it's the best medicine
what brings joy to
for
us.
the world right now.
Yeah. Like, I know, like, dude, like, when was it? Day before yesterday, like, I started getting depressed seeing a lot of this stuff. So, I mean, I'd rather just sometimes put my phone down and just create comedy, because I know that's what's going to bring joy to the world.
Yeah, no, for sure, man. And even before all this stuff started happening, like, I mean, like, the reason why I think comedy is so important too is that there's sick people in this world too, man. Like, I've gotten messages from people in the past that's saying, like, hey, man, like, just want to let you know my mom's going through like cancer right now in the hospital, and we watch your videos and it brings her joy. So keep doing what you're doing, you know. I'm thinking about those people too. So in general, it's like we just got to be ourselves and just keep creating content to bring joy in people's life. Because man, there's depression going on right now.
For sure.
Especially people that lost their jobs. They're probably depressed as shit, bro.
I mean, I know I got depressed for a little bit, because I was like, yo, I lost a lot of work.
Yeah, same here too, man.
And it was
sports are a big part of us.
Yeah, and just to know that we got families to feed, you know.
Yeah,
this guy has a dog to feed, you know. and
that's what really wants to have a kid, guys.
I know.
So it could
I'm gonna make him the Godfather and shit. Why?
It could get to your mind and be like, fuck, like, where's my next paycheck gonna come from?
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
And it's even for me, like I was saying earlier, like, we depend a lot off of brands. And brands ain't spending money right now.
They're
Some of them are scared. So what happens? You got to make money off of monetization.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what made me change. Of like, damn, I got to change my mindset of the way I make my content. I got to make money off my content instead of creating stuff that
Depending on a
yeah.
brand too.
Depending on
Yeah,
the brand,
For
yeah.
sure. All right, Jay, we're about to get more dirtier now, bro. You ready?
Yeah,
I'm ready.
All right, Jay, so we're about to get more personal now, fool.
Hey, my beans are starting to race right now. I'm about to shit on myself.
We're really spilling the frijoles, bro.
Doesn't sound right, right? Like spelling the frijoles.
Yeah.
That sounds better.
Well,
All right.
there you go.
Hey, but I'm looking at your you guys are spilling the frijoles over there.
The logo?
I see beans, and then at the end it's like diarrhea. Or what happened?
What do you mean?
Oh, it's just the can of beans. It
Yeah,
came
it's
out. So it's the
spilled.
juice from the beans.
We're actually working on a new logo though. It's coming
Yeah.
out dope, bro.
Yeah,
It's
It'd be
coming out
pretty cool.
real dope.
So Brian, how do
be
you
on the
feel?
lookout.
How do you feel with the glasses on that logo?
Same thing. We got a new logo. We're always changing, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? That's the thing. Like we're always
Innovating, right?
changing. Innovating.
exactly.
Hey, that's another thing I want to tell you guys. I don't see myself as a creator, influencer. Or anything. I look at myself as an innovator.
Okay. I like that.
I like that.
Because you're always innovating.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
always drastic. You're changing with the times. You're hopping on the trends. Dude, every day you got to look at the internet and be like, what are we going to do?
Yeah. Okay.
What
there
do
you
I
go.
need to do to stay up to date with these people?
So
you
you're
know?
innovating.
Yeah.
I like that.
Dude.
I like that.
Invest in yourself too.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I was like, "Fuck this! I'm doing laser," and I
Yeah.
did, bro. That's why those glasses are long gone, and I don't regret it, dog. Don't miss them, nothing.
Go for it.
All right, Jay. The one thing, dude, I know you get this a lot, fool, and I'm sorry to do it to you, but I'm gonna do it to you.
Let's get
Are
it.
you Mexican, fool?
Hey, fool. It's funny. It's funny you say that because I feel like some people have judged me where it's like,
It's crazy,
what?
man.
I'm like, well, what? Well, here's my question.
Because I see it. I'm just told to let the
Yeah.
people know. The people I see in your
Yeah.
DMs, and I've seen you address it too,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
is kind of
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
Like a lot of people ask us for all the time, like, dude, you're not even Mexican. Like, why are you doing
Yeah,
it?
but I don't even know where that comes from.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm
I don't
asking.
know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But
So you got to kind of like break it down.
It's funny you guys asked that because I've always thought about it. I was like, man, I've never really talked about it. But this is long story short. This is the way I explain it. When I was born, when my mom was pregnant, my real dad
Dipped.
dipped.
Okay.
Right. So I considered him the sperm donor. Right.
Okay.
Okay.
So when I was my dad, who I consider my dad, which people would consider, see, I think there's two things. There's a dad and there's a stepdad. A stepdad is somebody that comes into your life when you're already getting older through remarriage or however you want to see it, right?
Right.
Okay, I see the way
But
you're
I
putting
see
it.
him as my dad because he was there when I came out of my mom's vagina.
Okay.
He was with my mom when my mom was 3
okay.
months along. So my sperm donor was never there. I never saw this guy. I never met him. I never did nothing. So when I was born, the first person I saw was my dad.
Okay.
And it's funny too because I remember my mom told me that when I was born, they tried giving me my dad's last name, but they're like, no, because he is either sperm donor, is he the person? She was like, no. They're like, so how would you give him a last name if that's not even his real father, right?
Right.
So my mom was like, okay, well, we're going to give him my last name. And they're like, no, that's not the way it works. I guess at that time, they were only giving whoever was the father the last name. So as I got older, because my dad had 4 different kids, and then he had my brother, who we have now with my mom. And I was always like, I felt like I wasn't sad, but I was lost.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Because in a sense, I was like, wait, why does everybody have a different last name from me?
Mhm.
So I started thinking, am I adopted? Am I adopted or what's going on? So I asked my mom. I was like, hey, Mom, I was like 12 years old at this time. And I was like, Mom, why do I have a different last name? Like, my dad is Flores, but I'm Mendoza. My brothers are Flores. What happened?
So you finally started realizing
I
this.
started finally realizing, and then I remember I asked my dad because my mom used to she didn't want to talk about it, and then I asked my dad. I was like, "Hey, Dad, so are you my real father, or what's going on?" And he was like, "You don't have to worry about that." And I was like, "Well, why do I have a different last name?" And he was like, "Oh, don't worry about it. We're gonna change your last name." And I got older, and that shit never happened, right?
Yeah.
And then the only reason I found out my real dad was Mexican was because my aunts told me the chisme, that my mom and my sperm donor, they all lived in an apartment building off of Union and 6th. And this dude my mom was young. She got here. I mean, my mom got here when she was like, I think 8, 9 years old.
Okay.
So I don't. My mom, it's funny. My mom doesn't even act Salvi. You would never know she's Salvi.
Yeah.
Like she's just Americanized, or sometimes she's more Mexican than Salvi because she was with my dad
For so long.
before he passed away. Rest in peace. But so the only reason I found out what I really was because of my aunts, and they're like, dude, don't ever tell your mom. And I remember my dad told me one time too. He was like, what does it matter? He goes, I've been there since you came out of your mom's vagina.
Yeah.
And for that reason, I just never asked. I never asked, but at least my tias confirmed that what I was. And then I just never did research on that guy because I was like, what's the point? Like, you're a piece of shit. It's like, Brian, imagine right now leaving your son right now. Well, would you ever leave your son?
I would never do that. That's just crazy.
I see what you're saying. The question is though, because you said sperm donor, did you ever have this conversation with your mom? Be like, do you even know if did he even know that you had me?
Oh yeah, he I'm sure he knew.
Did he knew that she was pregnant with you?
I know. Well, she told me that he knew because the mom took him away and was like, no, that's not your kid.
Mm-hmm.
She's already, because I'm sure my mom was dating.
Yeah.
And my dad, who I consider my dad, she was dating him at the same time. So, my mom was doing her thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny because as I get older, it's like I feel like when we were young, we used to judge our parents.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we get old, it's kind of like we understand.
Yeah.
We understand more. But his mom basically said like, yo, that's not your kid. So they dipped.
Wow.
Yeah. And then my dad stepped in and was like, I don't care if that's whoever's it is. It's mine because I'm here from the beginning.
Right. And that's a great kind of crazy thing to do, and big ups to that man, dude.
But I mean, my whole life I was just kind of it was a big confusion.
So I just because I want to your dad, who really is your stepdad, right? I'm gonna refer the way you refer to him.
I don't like to consider my stepdad because I feel like it's disrespectful.
Right. So your pops,
your dad.
Is he the Mexican?
They're both Mexican.
Oh, they were both.
Yeah. But I just my sperm donor, I never met him.
You never met him.
You don't.
And I'm curious about this. So to me, you're Mexican.
Yeah.
That's it. Because what I would care about is who the sperm donor is.
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
But my whole life it was just my dad. That's
right.
Yeah.
Now this is kind of like a little bit off the soft. To me, he's Mexican, guys. That's it. The sperm donor was Mexican, so he's Mexican. That's it. Solved. Problem solved.
Where did it start? Like that rumor, like you're not even like.
I don't
Mexican.
know. I think because the other person I was shooting videos with was Salvadorian.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
So I think they just saw, they're Salvadorians.
I'm making the connection that way you meant. Okay.
And I think that's why they were kind of like, no, you're not Mexican. It was like the pride of
I think when you started, when I started seeing it a lot was when you started doing like Mexico stuff.
Yeah.
Like for the side.
But I think I always started that way.
Yeah.
But that's when I saw it. Like when people were telling you, I'm just saying that.
But I never understood it. Now it's funny too because I feel like the internet, like.
Yeah. So what do you think about that? I don't know where you're going. I think with this. So the question that I have next, because now we know what you're like. It's like 23andMe. We find out his freaking identity of his race.
Hey, which I actually have African American based on.
I do too.
From where?
Like 5%.
South Africa.
3% actually.
Yeah, I had 3%.
Yeah, like 3%.
Do you have it anywhere in your body?
But yeah, so the question to tell
Hold
you,
on, I didn't even ask the question. I wanted to ask this fool about your dude. So you're not even curious, like, to know who that man is, or
nah,
like you've never thought about it, like
I see it as a disrespect towards my dad.
But you wouldn't even want to tell him that.
Who?
Oh, like no, I get that, but you wouldn't even want to tell him, like, yo, like, fuck you for walking away from shit like that.
Man, for what? I mean, if anything, I feel like, dude, he has a successful son.
I see.
Out in the world, and
has he ever tried coming back?
Nah.
Nothing.
I don't know. I don't know him anything. I don't know anything.
Wow.
I could have brothers out there that I don't even know.
Do you have a?
How would you feel if he did come back, bro? Like, if let's say he sees you doing well and he's like, yo,
I wouldn't care.
Would you ignore him or would you help him?
No, I wouldn't care. It's for me. It's what they consider what.
You probably don't want to meet him.
It's deadbeat, right? It's just
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's like
so your real dad that passed away. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
How old were you?
I was 21.
21.
No. 21. No. Because my son was born. I was 26.
So 26.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So this happened like when I kind of met you then.
Yeah.
Okay. So does your mom have like someone that's like or right now
Significant
your mom?
other?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't think so. I mean, if she does, she just hides it from us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she doesn't want to see it.
Okay.
See it,
So,
which, it feels weird, but I get it. I'm a fucking adult now. You know?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, she needs her needs, and she's a grown woman. I hope when I'm at her age, I can still get it in. You know?
For sure. I mean,
I mean, I didn't want to get that much into it too much.
I totally agree.
Hey,
I
man,
was
we're
just
human
curious.
beings,
No,
bro.
I get it.
Yeah,
I
at
get
this
it. I was wondering if like there was never another man that stepped into
I haven't
the life.
seen it, yeah, but I'm pretty sure she does.
Yeah.
She just hides it. You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool, man.
Okay. So going back now to the whole like Salvadorian and Mexican thing, and I know you get this. It's like obviously some people call you out and be like, "Hey man, I see you. All I see you all the time is posting Mexican
Yeah,
shit up.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
all I see. Mexican
Yeah.
shit up. Where's the Salvadorian culture
Yeah.
in this? Why aren't you like?" And it starts again. Why
Yeah.
aren't you supporting
Yeah.
it? What do you think about that? Like your
I
own
just
fans
it's,
telling you stuff.
It's actually hard for me, which it's funny because I did a Salvadoran video the other day
Yeah.
about how to eat pupusas,
Yeah.
and I fucked up because I
What
called
happened?
curtido repollo,
Oh, fuck.
And that's
a big
kinda
fuck
like-
up.
bro. How the fuck do you get
Even
that?
I know that, and I ain't
Yeah,
Salvadorian.
but the thing is, like, I grew up in a Mexican household,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so you know, pupusas were just something that we went to a restaurant and had, or I went to my tia's and they had it. But my mom, she never cooked that shit. All she cooked was fucking olla frijoles, and we had burritos with fucking huevos to go, and you know, it was
So you're more Mexican, if anything.
yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't really grow up Salvi. Like
That's
I,
crazy.
I went to El Salvador once, and then
Yeah.
after that, I never went back. And I have like a picture. I was like 8 years old.
Would you say your mom dating? Well, obviously that was her husband, right?
Yeah,
So your mom's ex-husband was. Would you say that's why maybe you're more Mexicanized? Because
Yeah.
your mom also practiced a lot of the
Yeah,
Mexicans.
100%.
The family
She
and
made
shit,
fucking menudo. She made fucking mole poblano. Like my dad was from Puebla, so like mole poblano. So everything she did was Mexican. Like, even I used to tell my mom, like, why don't you make Salvadorian place? She was like, oh, I don't know anything. Because she
Crazy.
came out here at such a young age, so it was just somewhere where
Did
she
she
was
come
born.
out here like with
And she-
family?
No, by herself.
That's what makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
That makes
Yeah.
sense. Yeah.
By herself. So then
And that's
her
crazy,
sister
right?
came
You think
down.
about that
So
shit?
your mom, if she talks Spanish, she doesn't have that crazy Salvadorian accent. Huh?
no.
It sounds probably like Mexican
Just-
accent
just-
a little
just-
bit, huh?
It sounds like just Spanish.
Like
It doesn't-
Spanish, like the way
Like I don't have an accent. Like the only reason I learned more about Salvi stuff is because of my wife.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I really got to learn about like
The culture.
the culture. But other than that, I didn't really even speak Spanish, to be honest. That was crazy. So
Yeah, when I hear you talk Spanish, I don't hear like the Salvadorian
yeah,
accent.
there's no accent. It's just kind of like
It's
Spanish.
just Spanish.
Just
Yeah.
Spanish from LA.
Yeah,
fool.
yeah, exactly.
That's basically what it is.
I don't really have an accent, but I learned a lot from my dad, and I think that's where I got my hustle, my charisma.
Well, it makes sense, man.
Taught me how to work, and I learned how to be a gardener.
Yeah.
To this day, I know how to fucking lawnmower my fucking grass.
It's good.
You
Your
know?
dad- he was a gardener?
Oh, dude. Yeah, my dad was a gardener. Yeah. So
Yeah.
every summer, every weekend, we were out in the fucking sun.
Yeah.
Damn, that's fucking dope, fool.
Yeah.
Like for him to do that,
Yeah.
I never met him, and like that's someone you really took
Yeah.
your hat to, dude. To
Yeah,
take
no, for
like,
sure.
'cause, you know, I've had this conversation,
Yeah.
and I remember we were talking about this shit. Like, if that were to happen to me, bro, I don't think I'd be able to do that.
Yeah.
Like to take on another kid.
Yeah.
Like
That
that's
takes that. It's dude. Like why? Why would you?
exactly. That's
Why
what I'm
would you
saying.
have
I
to?
feel like a piece of shit now because
Same,
your
no.
dad did it. And look at you.
Yeah,
You turned
yeah.
out dope.
I turned out.
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
He-
That's what I'm saying. But like, I mean, I think there's different scenarios. You know what I'm saying? If you truly love that girl, you'll
I
do
guess
it.
you'll do it. Yeah.
You'll do it. You know, you'll do anything for that person. But
Yeah.
also too, you might like the kid. I don't know.
I'm
Yeah.
sure you did. I mean,
Yeah.
once you're born, I think it's all
I mean,
over.
I think for him, it was probably like, I mean, my dad already had 4 kids at that point.
Oh,
And
okay.
for him, another one was just like, fuck it, fool. That was normal. You know what I'm saying? I think
That's
my dad,
true.
my dad had like 11 brothers and sisters.
So he already. It's
Yeah.
very true. He already
He already
got
had
what
his
he
thing.
wanted.
Yeah, yeah.
Which means I have my own. But now it's
Yeah.
like cool.
Another one,
I'm down.
and then he
yeah.
loved my mom.
Yeah, that
and
makes
then-
sense.
Then they had my brother like 10 years later after me because he's 10 years younger than me.
Yeah.
And then, you know,
So would you change your last name to Flores?
I thought about it, bro. I actually thought about it because I went through the name change right now, which I went from Jose Mendoza to Jay Mendoza. Because when I was flying, dude, I used to get stopped and I used to fucking go, when I used to go through customs, it would take like an hour because there were so many Jose Mendozas in the world. And there were some that were criminals. So they thought I was one of them. So they would fucking stop me. They'd fucking, you know, ask me all these questions and I had to wait in this line and bro, it was a bitch. But I thought about it. But then I was like, what if I change it to that, they're gonna be like, who the fuck is that?
Like it kind of
On
like
the
you already
internet.
you already built the
Yeah, I already
the
brand
the
around
brand of Jay
Jay
Mendoza.
Mendoza, yeah.
Makes sense.
So now they're gonna be like, wait, who the fuck is Jay Flores?
Yeah.
You know, but I mean, I think my whole life I always wanted to have it. And if I could go back right now, I would probably just go Jay Flores Mendoza.
Oh,
Jay
that's
Flores
good.
Mendoza.
Yeah.
That's
If I
good.
ever do it,
That's
you
dope.
know,
Yeah.
but which would be dedicated to my dad. But then my kids have my last name now. So
Yeah.
it's like, how do I change my last name?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
Yeah.
So
But I like that though.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Jay
What about your
Flores
IG? You
Mendoza.
keep it the same?
I just kept it the same, man. It is what it is. I mean, I
Right,
think
that
that everything
can't
I do
change.
is I honor it to my dad, to what he taught me. And,
Yeah.
Cool, man.
you know,
He
he knows what it
sounds
is,
like
yeah.
a dope dude. That's tight to do that. Honestly,
It's just crazy.
yeah. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
sure you would do it right now.
Like if I met somebody who was
Yeah.
pregnant.
Well, you wouldn't do it now because obviously I know
Yeah,
you're good.
yeah.
But if you ran into that,
man, that's tough.
or would you be like me?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, dude, that's a
Right?
interesting question, dude. That's
So I think that has a lot because now, like at first, to say I've never had kids, then yeah, I'd be like, fuck no, I gotta experience kids first.
Yeah.
You know me, so I wouldn't do it. But I think now that I have a kid, I think let's say it doesn't work out and I meet someone with a kid, then
Yeah, but what about like gay couples? They get sperm donors,
Mhm.
right,
which is not that dad's never involved. They
right.
just take his sperm, they put it in a woman, and they have a kid. So how do you think that kid feels? And like, wait, when he's born, what?
Bro, that's a whole
Yeah,
nother
Yeah,
subject,
yeah.
bro.
I'm pretty curious.
Yeah.
You know?
That's another
We got,
podcast, bro.
That's a different podcast. Right there, fool.
I've talked to that.
We need to talk to people that are actually,
Really, yeah.
you know, that
Yeah,
are
yeah.
gay, so we
Yeah,
can
yeah.
have that podcast.
Because you're right, fool. That's the thing. That's like just very short. I think that's fucked up, fool.
Yeah.
You know, like I think that's crazy because I'm sure the kid will think that.
I mean,
Later
telling
in
you,
life,
I
you'll
never
have
got
questions.
told. I just thought I was adopted.
Yeah.
And imagine if all your brothers and all my aunts, uncles, everybody from my dad's side treated me like I was family. Like there was no like, oh, he's, from another relationship. It was none of that. It was like, yo, that's our nephew.
Yeah, that's dope.
Everything. That's my brother. But imagine internally how I felt because I was like, wait, all these people right here are the same last name.
Yeah.
And here I am like, okay.
So it
Alright.
fucked with you a little.
Oh yeah, a lot.
So
A lot.
wait, do you know if you have? Well, obviously you don't talk to your dad anymore, so you may have other half
Oh, yeah, that's
sisters
true.
and half brothers.
Yeah,
around.
that's what I'm saying. I don't know.
Damn.
That never makes you curious, huh?
Nah.
You're
That's
like
crazy.
me.
I don't want to know.
Oh shit! Fool, real quick story, guys. Fucking interesting as fuck. So we our 23andMe, fool. There's like an extra little place of we don't know who it is.
Yeah, his name is Brad,
Yeah.
and he's supposedly our second cousin.
And we don't know anything. Fool.
We don't know anything.
So it's kind of like, and then okay, so we had this big fucking thing where people were saying like, Brian, like, don't you want to know who he is? And I'm like, no, I don't give a fuck to know.
Yeah.
If he's been out of the picture for that long,
Yeah.
why do I want to
Yeah.
know? Like, and
I
one
feel
of my uncles or someone fucked up in life that whatever, that's not my problem.
Yeah.
And then I also think I don't know where I was taught this, but like growing up, I was taught that like you don't go backwards.
Yeah.
You only go forward.
Interesting.
And it's kind of like an ex-girlfriend. Why would you go back to your ex?
Yeah.
So many women in this world. Like, what do they say? There's so much fish in the sea, or how do they call it?
Oh, plenty of fish in the
There's
sea.
plenty of fish in the sea.
Yeah.
So why would you go backwards? Like, why would you go back to that?
Yeah.
You know, they're obviously
Makes sense.
she's an ex for a reason, or he's an ex for a reason.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's another topic that always
Yeah.
messed me up. Like, why do people go back to their exes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it comfort? Is it love?
I think it is. I think it's comfort. I think it's
Yeah.
like if you were used to this person the way it was, I think you go back. Because I did that. I was
Yeah.
dating a girl and we broke up for like a year and a half
Yeah.
and we got back together again.
Because like me, like I never went back to an ex, but exes always came back to me. I think I left them like, mentally thinking about my thing. You know?
They wanted
Probably
to.
that 2% of the
Yeah,
23andMe.
the 23andMe 3%, whatever you got, bro.
Slanging.
All right. Well, hey, the rumors are now
Yeah.
done.
He's Mexican.
Okay.
Guys. He's Mexican.
He's
Sure.
half Mexican, half Salvadorian.
I'm
right?
pretty big
That's
on
what
that,
we're gonna
too.
say.
Yeah, I'm pretty big on that. stuff.
3% black.
And 3%
3%
black
black.
now.
Oh no, forget the Mexican part. I'm 3% black. Hey, quit. Hey, do we have time?
Yeah.
Well, what's up?
Hey, so you know how like I told you guys about the whole Brave situation?
Yeah.
I remember when I used to get lineups.
Yeah.
I know you get lineups.
Yeah.
So just to go back, when I was in the 9th grade, I got a lineup because I played football and I grew up in a black community. I got a lineup. And all the Latinos were like, why the fuck do you think you're black? Because I had a lineup.
Just because you had a lineup.
And because at that time, Negritos, they got the part, which all the fucking paisas get parts now. And they get lineups.
Yeah.
And you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And now I feel like I've always wanted to be different.
It's just changed, bro.
But it's always going to change. Like right now, like I get braids. I bet you in 10 years, everybody's going to get braids.
Yeah.
It's not just a black culture thing. You know, like.
Yeah, you do what you want to do, make you happy, bro.
Dog.
Yeah.
So I got a mullet, fool.
That's it, fool.
Chingas.
Because I want to be El Buki.
Yeah.
He is Mexican, though. I don't
Jairo's
know.
white.
I don't just why I don't. I'm sorry. You're white, fool. You're fucking.
All right. Well, Jay, thank you for being part of Spilling the Frijoles.
Yeah.
Okay. Let people know where they can find you, man.
At Jay Mendoza.
But where though? Just everywhere.
Facebook.
Hey,
YouTube.
Jay, is it true?
What?
Because you're dropping. You got a restaurant?
Oh, I have. It's hard to say restaurant during COVID, but we got a pass through. I guess that's what you call it, because it's actually inside a restaurant.
Okay.
I'm sorry, inside a car wash.
Okay.
So the spot. So you guys ever been to a hand wash, and then you go, you wash your car, go by, get washed, and you as soon as you're about to pay, there's like a food.
Uh-huh.
So that's gonna be us.
Okay, yeah,
There's
I know
food.
exactly what you're talking about.
So you could grab your food.
Like sometimes gas stations have.
Yep, exactly.
Okay,
exactly. So we're inside one of those. It's gonna be called Shrimp Papi, and we're only doing shrimp tacos, shrimp sandwiches, shrimps on a stick. I forgot. I always mispronounce it. Skirts.
Skewers, I think.
And then shrimp popcorn. And
Nice.
I kind of wanted to go away from tacos.
Okay.
I
I'm
feel like-
fucking curious, fool. You gotta when it's open or
Yeah,
So
let
you
us
guys gotta
know.
come out. It's in the city of Whittier.
For sure.
Okay.
And the goal is to make this the first one of many more.
Nice.
Fuck, congrats, bro. That's fucking dope.
Yeah. honestly.
So
Good
let's see what
shit.
happens. I'm scared because we're going through a time where it's like, man, you're kind of tight with your money.
Mhm.
But they say scared money don't make no money, right?
Yeah. That's
So
true.
you got to jump. And hopefully all this ends. I don't know if it ends next month, 2 months, 3 months.
Uh-huh.
But if we could kill it online and just pickups.
Yeah.
And then eventually if it becomes where you go eat inside and indoors, then it becomes that. But till now I feel like it's just a pickup spot. to
Nice.
get
That's dope, fool.
shrimp.
I'm
Congratulations.
excited. I'm excited. Do we have a date?
Nah, we just got approved by the city of Whittier
Okay.
to you know,
To be in there.
To
be in there. But now we got to fix the bathrooms. There's like a little
Yeah.
health issue. But other than that, we're almost there.
Are we looking like before the end of the year?
Oh
at
yeah,
least?
yeah.
Okay.
Probably
All
like in
right.
the next month. Yeah.
Nice.
Be ready. Be
We'll
on
let
the
you guys
lookout for
know
that.
for sure. Be on the lookout for that. We'll let them know too.
Yeah.
You let us know. We'll be there, dog.
Heck yeah.
So we
Guys,
can find
Jay Mendoza.
Jay where? TikTok,
YouTube.
Facebook.
Yeah, I love TikTok. Yeah.
Okay.
All that. Everything. Just Google it.
Recommend,
Jay
guys. He
Mendoza.
makes some funny ass content too.
Yeah.
We're gonna start trying to collab more. Also do some video content with him. And guys, this is Spilling the Frijoles. Do not forget, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Comment below. Let us know what you think. If you guys have suggestions of episodes you guys would like us to do, let us know.
100%.
And make sure, I always forget to get it. Hit that notification bell, guys.
Sure.
Hey.
Thank you, guys. Nos vemos.
Adios.